Hello and welcome everyone. In this session, I am going to discuss about the first unit of MMPC 16. Okay, this unit belongs to the first block, and the name of this block it is Introduction to International Business. And the unit's name is given Dynamics of International Business. So here in this unit, I am going to discuss about the dynamics of international business. So here the first let me select this one to draw. Yes, now selected. Now this one, the first thing, that is international business. It is also known as international trade. Okay, so now move on to the introduction part there. So here, as you can see on the screen, the first that is given 1.1 introduction, the clear recognition and appreciation of mutual benefits of free trade provided sufficient incentives for nation states to seek greater opportunities in each other's domestic markets and thus to increase the volume of trade. Okay, it means there it is the benefit of trading among nations. So that benefit caused the nations to trade with each other. As both international trade and investment grew rapidly, international competition became more intense and many national industries became global industries. So that's here. It means many national industries became global industries. Then domestic versus international business. The basic principles, the basic principles, tasks, functions, and processes are same for both, but the environment varies considerably. It means we can say that the basic principles, tasks, functions, and processes are same for both the domestic and international business, but the environment for the domestic business it is different compared to the environment of international business. So international managers face greater difficulties. International managers face greater difficulties. Here it is I'm talking about greater uncertainties, risks, etc. So these are there in case of international managers. So international managers face greater difficulties, greater uncertainties, risks, etc. due to differences in the political, economic, legal, and cultural environment. So due to these all factors, there it is much more problems or you can say issues international managers have to face. So basis of differentiation there, here we can differentiate the international and the domestic business on the following basis. So the first base given, that is the culture. Countries are culturally different. So one country it is different from the other on the basis of culture. So fiscal and second given, fiscal and government policies are also different. So that's why to trade with each other, companies face many difficulties. So legal environment of different countries are also different. So that's why when one company tries to do business in another country, then many kind of legal issues are faced by that company. Then next, fourth given, consumer tastes and preferences are also different. You can say there are differences among the tastes and preferences of the people living in different countries. It means people in one country have different kinds of tastes and preferences compared to the people living in another country. And the fifth given there, and there are different kinds of factors of productions are present in different countries. So that's given availability of factors of production. So in different countries we have different kinds of factors of production. So these things are the basis on which we can differentiate the domestic and international businesses. Okay, so that's all about this. In you can say the basis on which we can differentiate the international and domestic business. Then we have the next importance of international business. So what is the importance of international business? So the first thing that is given, technology diffusion. So there technology diffusion means here given transfer of technological development. It means whenever there it is international business or international trade, then the technology developed in one country, it is transferred to another country. So that is the benefit, you can say, of the international trade. Then the next you have the stimulation to competition. So whenever there it is the trade at the global level, or you can say at international level, then there it is much more competition among different companies, because each and every company wants to do the business so that that company can get the benefits or can get the profits also. So third, the given higher standard of living. Okay, so due to international business, there it is a higher standard of living due to availability of wide range of goods of international quality. So if countries are doing international trade, then the world, you can say world level goods are available for consumption. So the availability of those kinds of goods improves the, you can say, standard of living of the people living in the country. Then the fourth given here, that is a impetus impetus for standardization. So adoption of norms and practices generally acceptable in the world market. So what given, the adoption of norms and practices generally acceptable in the world market. So that's given impetus for standardization. So whenever there it is international trade, then in that case it will lead to the adoption of norms and practices acceptable in the world market. Okay, if one company wants to do business with another country, then in that case the quality, or you can say the standard should be as in the world market. Then the fifth one, as you can see, that is given adapting to international environment. It means if any company wants to do business, say in the foreign country, then in that case that company will have to adapt to the international environment. So how different factors affect that company, those all things should be considered. Now sixth given, encouragement to global business and economic reforms. So given here, encouragement to the global business and economic reform. So that is the result of international business. And then the seventh importance given here, economic cooperation and integration. So due to international business, different countries and the firms in different countries cooperate with each other, so that they all can benefit from each other. So then the next you have there, benefits of international business. So what are different benefits are there for international business? So the first benefit of international business given, mutual exchange. It means there it is the gain by exchange of goods and services. So whenever companies exchange goods and services, then they gain. So that's why there it is written, the first benefit, that is mutual exchange. The second, it is given a higher standard of living. So due to international business, there it is higher standard of living. Then the third given, stabilization of prices as a function of demand and supply. Okay, so due to international business, the world market, it is much more competitive. So that's why mostly the price is determined by the intersection of demand and supply. So that's why there it is the stabilization of prices. Then you have the fourth one, that is a specialization. So export in which it has comparative advantage. Okay, so companies should export those products or services in which it has, or you can say the companies should export in which it has comparative advantage, so that the benefits can be converted into the profits. Next, you have increased productivity due to international business. There it is increased productivity. How? Due to geographical specialization and expertise attained. This is due to the reason that different geographical situations provide different kinds of business, or you can say different geography help in the stabilization of different kinds of businesses. So that's why if in any geographical area one kind of business it is very flourishing, it means that is due to the, you can say, positive effect of the geography. So that's here given: increased productivity due to geographical specialization and expertise attained. And also there that if in any particular geographic location one kind of businesses are there, it means the expertness will improve. Then sixth given here, wider market. The market, it is also wider. Then you have economic development. What given here? Economic development. So due to international trade, there it is economic development also, because there will be more investment due to business, international business. It means though some resources are going to be transferred from one part of the world to the other part of the world. And then the next given here, eighth number, promotion of international peace. So that international business also promote international peace, because countries consider the trade aspect also whenever they go to war. So to save their economic condition, countries try to not go to at war with each other. So that's why it provides or you can say it promotes international peace. Then the next one, you have the challenges in international business. So what are different kinds of challenges are there in the international business? So the first challenge that you have, the distance and high cost of transport. So whenever there it is international trade, it means the goods produced in one part of the world should be transported to the other part of the world. So for that there it is cost involved. So that's why that is the disadvantage, you can say the challenge for the international business. So there it is need to reduce the transport cost for promoting international business. The second challenge for international business, it is the time lag. So it takes time, okay, it takes much time to execute an order. For example, if any product is demanded by one country from another country, then to execute that order, it means the purchase, or you can say the transportation, so combinedly it takes much more. So it is the placing of order to the transportation, and many other factors are there in the supply chain. So that's why there it is the time lag to execute the order. Then the next you have that the language, customs and law. So different social, cultural and legal practices. It means in different countries we have different social, cultural and legal practices. Then the next we have there currency and measurement. What next given? Currency and measurement. So there it is the fluctuation in exchange rates. So there it is the fluctuations in exchange rate. So that's why doing international trade, that it becomes a little bit difficult. So that's why given currency and measurement. So different countries have different values of currencies, and the measurement of those currencies values differ from time to time. Then next you have fifth number, government control, regulation and taxes. So that is also the problem of government control regulation and taxes, because government use different methods to control the international trade and regulate the trade also, and impose different kinds of taxes also. So that's why combinedly we can say these all things, means government control, regulation and taxes, affect international business. Then the next you have risk and uncertainties. Then there you have risk and uncertainties. So risk and uncertainties are involved in case of international trade, because a firm in one country is doing business in another country, so that causes the risk and uncertainties. Then the next thing which we need to consider is that why do firms go international? So what are the reasons? So reasons are for going international are, the first one, to look for new markets. Okay, so firms look for new markets in foreign countries. So that is the first reason that causes firms to do international business. Then the next second given, to expand market for their products and services. That is the second reason. Third given, to circumvent international trade barriers. To circumvent international trade barriers, firms go international. It means they use international trading system. Fourth given, factor endowment. Different natural resources, means different countries have different natural and acquired resources, so that's why also companies go international. For example, if any one company try to manufacture something and the resources required for manufacturing that product is not available cheaply in that country, then that company will try to move to that country where the resources required for manufacturing that product are cheaper. So that's why here given factor endowment. Then the next fifth given, to reap the benefits of economies of scale. So whenever there it is international business, then it means the products produced will be at a larger scale, so that's why that it will be economies of a scale. Okay, now next what we have to do, yes, now next you have to follow competition. So to follow competition also, companies go international, so increasing number of firms going international. Okay, so as more and more companies are going international, so to compete with the other companies, a company tries to go international. So that is the reason, because if other companies are going international, it means there are some benefits are there and some profits those companies are getting. So that's why to follow the competition, increasing number of to follow the competition of going international, companies go international. Then after seventh, you have to take advantage of government incentives. Okay, different governments of the world provide different kinds of incentives so that companies can invest in their country. So that is also the reason that companies go international. Then you have to protect the domestic market. Okay, to protect the domestic market means initiating offense in the competitor's home market. If there is a very high competition in the home country from the foreign country, or can say if there it is much more competition in the home country due to a firm from the foreign country, then in that case, to save the domestic market, the company in the domestic country, it tries to go to foreign country so that the competition can be increased in the foreign country also, and the company which came to the home country or you can say the company which came for doing international business, that company is going to be demotivated, or you can say can be provided stiff competition in their homeland. So these are the reasons you can say, or the causes firms go international. Then you have next mechanisms and or arrangements to enter foreign market. What here given? Mechanisms or arrangements to enter foreign markets. So what are different mechanisms or arrangements are there to enter foreign market? So the first, it is given exporting. Okay, by it means what happens in exporting? So in exporting, a company produces the product in the home country, and then it sells that product in the foreign country. So that is exporting. In case of second, it is given licensing. Licensing means contract to allow firm to use intellectual property. So in case of licensing, a company allow another firm in the foreign land to use its intellectual property, or you can say its know-how, to produce the product. So that's what happens in case of licensing. These are the mechanisms to enter foreign market. Okay, so if there it is the contract of allowing the firm to use intellectual property, it means that firm, it means the licensor can enter into the foreign market. Then you have franchising. So franchising allows to use methods, symbols, trademark, architecture for a fee. So there also, in case for a fee, a company allows its methods, symbols, trademark and architecture to be used by other company in the foreign market. Then you have fourth number, international joint ventures. So in case of international joint ventures, creation of a new entity associated with them. It means a company in the home, a company tries to go into the another country by joining hands, or by, you can say, sharing resources and capabilities to create a new entity. So that's here international joint ventures. Then you have subsidiaries and acquisitions. So in case of subsidiaries and acquisition, a company tries to, you know what, buy these shares, or you can say try to invest in the foreign country by purchasing the shares of the foreign company in the foreign country. Okay, so that's what happens in case of subsidiary. It means wholly owned or partially owned by the company. So here, partially or wholly, the company tries to buy a company in the foreign land. And in case of acquisition, here that the same means, that's why here given subsidiaries means creating a new company in the foreign land. And in case of acquisition, that is the purchase of the existing company in the foreign land. So that's these are the ways, or I can say mechanisms, through which a company can enter into the foreign market. I think that's enough, or I can say that's over of the first unit. Yeah, first unit here is over. So thank you all. If you get any kind of difficulties or any kind of question, please write to me. I will definitely try to answer your all questions. So thank you.